Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And some room to work. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Line getting set on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. But
taking it the other way.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Your good luck, whoever it is.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
That Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun to give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easy.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Pringle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking left. Complete downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's done. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he'll take it all the way in the hops. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Boley. He's got an open man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lofton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Canes are on the move. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Lofton. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Wallace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
I swear they usually make that throw over the linebacker's head.
Give to the running back. That's a ball on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Punts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, King!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He uncorks a bullet to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. Offense changing the play. They'll go up top on second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Comes a quick pass. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced him.
Makes the catch and gets the score.
Let's go, Lonnie.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football coming out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Pringle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Hard running there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching
He's
staff
too
does
tall.
such a good job
He's
of
too
scheming
tall.
ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Lowers those pads.
I mean, what?
He's at the touchdown, Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Back to pass, it's Bowling. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Handoff to the lone back. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Smashes through the tackle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making checks. Smith dropping to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling
by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle. It's lofted. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Got his man out of the backfield.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins away from the defense. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
They're trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get line.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know them.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Let's go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Pressure coming. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks at this juncture. I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. You can't take negative plays.
Gets it into the end zone.
He can't be stopped.
Touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
To the air, it's Bowman. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts and handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
First and goal for the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.